We got 5 tiny free Mac apps from the App Store. You may actually use these. Let's get into it. Welcome back to the channel. So what I'm going to do today is I have 5 different tiny free apps I got from the App Store. These are not going to be life-changing or life-altering. They're just really kind of small apps that do one thing really well. And I kind of, I use these on a regular basis, so I just wanted to share them with everybody. There's 5 of them. I'm going to go through them really quickly and just show you what they're all about. You can get them free from the App Store. Some of them have like added stuff you can add if you want for extra money, but I don't recommend it. Long story short, let me show you what I have and you tell me in the comments. Do you guys like these? Do you not like these? I want to know. Let's get into it. All right, app number 1. Check out my screen. This is called iWallpaper Live Wallpaper, right? You're gonna say, I've seen these before, I don't like these. Just hear me out. This is actually pretty cool. So you can download it from the App Store right there. And I'm gonna go ahead and shut this down. Now I have it downloaded. Now what you're gonna see right away is, look at it, it's snowing on my desktop. Really cool, huh? Look at this little Porsche here. So the cool thing about this is it's super easy, it's super intuitive to use. Once you download it, it creates a little icon right up here. You can see this icon. You click on it and then click on Home Page right there. And it brings up this screen here. Now, in trending, there's a whole bunch of these different things you can download, and they're all going to be, dynamic wallpaper. So there's going to be movement on them, which is really cool. But I went ahead and just downloaded a few just to show you. So you go to My Downloads right here, and you click on it, and I have the Porsche going right now. But this is super easy. So I'm going to click on this cube one, and then over here set wallpaper. Now watch this. See that? It's just a conversation piece. It keeps your desktop interesting. It's really cool. And there's maybe thousands of them. I don't know. I haven't counted them, but there's at least hundreds of these, and you can download them for free. This is the one that does have a little watermark down here. Now in the white you can't see it, so if you choose it accordingly you won't see it, but it does have a watermark. It does cost $4.99 to get rid of that watermark on all of them. So it doesn't have to be, it's free for me. I don't even care about that, but if you want to get rid of that you have to spend the money. Beyond that though, it's got some really cool designs in here. I just want to show you some of these cool things. I think it's a Japanese kind of company or something, Chinese, Japanese, but they have like a lot of cartoon stuff like this, which is just really interesting instead of looking at a normal static background. And you can see here, let me just show you a couple more. I really like this one here. Let me just go ahead and set this as wallpaper. Again, this is kind of a whale swimming over you. So just interesting, if you have this on your desktop, people are going to walk up and want to, they're going to ask you, what is it? Where did you get that from? And it's got everything from that to, robots and everything else, just like this. So if you're into whatever you're into, it's in there. And again, I'm not affiliated with them in any way, but I think it's just kind of a cool thing to have is, just as a conversation piece. Download it. What's the name of it again? Let me see if I can find it really quick at the App Store. It's called iWallpaper and Live Wallpaper, free at the App Store. Get it now. All right, so now app number 2 does one thing really well, and it's kind of funny because that's what it's named. So if you look over at my screen, it says One Thing. That's the name of the app right there. And I'm going to go ahead and just click on it like that. So as soon as you click on it, opens up a text box. You can see it here. And I'm going to say this, I'll say like car payment, all right? So I'm going to do car payment in there, and then I'm going to click enter. So what happens is, again, let me just show you. So up here on the menu bar, it's going to just put whatever you typed in there right up there so you can always see it up there. Now, a lot of people are going to say, well, that's pretty useless. Well, it's not actually, because I forget a lot of things, and I like to write things down. But here I can just write something and have it in my face at all time, right on the menu bar. It just does one thing and one thing really well. That's all it really does. You can do a couple things with it. If you click on here, you can go in over to these little 3 bubbles over here, click on that, go into settings. And once you're in settings, you can say how much you want, like 150 characters. You can say what the maximum width is, the text size up here, you can make it bigger. You can also go in here and change the color of the text in here. So if you want it yellow up there, let's see up here, it's yellow. So you can kind of notice it better. But really that's all it does. It just lets you, more or less type something as long as you want up there, depending on the character set. And it'll always be in your face until you get rid of it so you remember it. Now, I use it a lot. I know it's kind of, a lot of people are going to say, well, that's kind of stupid, but it's free. It takes 2 seconds to download. And I've remembered car payments and birthdays and stuff like that because of that. So it does help me out in a pinch. All right, app number 3 is over here. It's called Hidden Bar. See it right here? So once you install Hidden Bar, you're going to get this little bar up here. And well, it's up in your menu bar, and see this little, it's like a little carrot going to the left, a little arrow to the left there. If I click on it, you're going to notice it opens up and closes, all right? Well, it's got this little line here. See it right there? So what you have to do is, let's say you have a bunch of icons over here on the right-hand side. Here's the app that I just showed you with the wallpapers right here, the icon, I'm sorry. So what you want to do is, if I don't always want to see that, because I don't use it that often, I just want it hidden right now. All I do is I basically hold down the Command key in the keyboard, I click on this and I drag it over here, right? Now what you want to do first before you drag it though is you want to open it up and see this little line here. You want to click on, again, you want to click the Command button on the Mac, the keyboard, click on this and move it to the left of that line, to the left of the line. See that? So now when I click on this little caret here, it's going to go ahead and, there it goes. It disappears, but it's still there. So you can take all of your icons like this one here. Let me just go ahead and open that up again. You can take this one. Let me go ahead and click Command, click on this. I'll drag it over here to the left of that line, and now it's hidden again. See that? So as soon as you do that, you can hide all your icons to the left of that line. So the ones that you want to see all the time, you keep it to the right, and then you can move the other ones to the left. It just makes your menu bar a lot cleaner. It's kind of hard to explain. You just got to get in there and use it and fool around with it. But overall, I think it's a cool app. You let me know. It's not super useful, but it does one thing well. App number 4 is one of my favorites also. It's very similar to number 1, but I have to show you because it's so cool. So over here in Launchpad, it's called Unsplash Wallpapers. Unsplash is a website where you can get free images, royalty-free images. So here it is called Unsplash Wallpapers. Go ahead and download it from the App Store. I'm going to go ahead and so once you have that opened, it'll bring a little icon up here, up in the menu bar. And it looks just like that right there. So once you click on this, watch this. It's going to bring up this little screen here, and you click on this little button in the middle. And it's going to show you different wallpapers. See that? Just really quickly. As soon as you like one that you want to have as your wallpaper, you just set as wallpaper, just like that. And look at that. It puts it on your desktop. It downloads it, puts it on the desktop, and done in 2 seconds. And if you go up here, you can just keep changing it all as many times as you want. You can also download the image. These are royalty-free images from Unsplash. So, you can go ahead and take those if you want to download it for later. But you can just set it as a wallpaper. But if you want a different one, you can just keep going like this. And you keep going until you find one. Like I like that one. Click download. Then I download it, but now I'm going to set it as wallpaper again, and right away there it is, new wallpaper that quick. So it's going to go through thousands, or I think there's hundreds of thousands of images on that website. So it just pulls them from the website, and you can just change them really easily if you want. Every day I kind of fool around with it for like a minute or two. I put a new wallpaper on, but it's just one of the best ones out there. No, it doesn't bog anything down. It's not illegal, the images and stuff. It's just a great thing. Check it out, Unsplash Wallpapers on the App Store. App number 5 is a widget app, and let me just show you. This is kind of cool because it's got some extra widgets in here. So you can download it from the App Store as well. It's Lockera Widgets, Lockera Widgets right there. Download that at the App Store. And once you have that downloaded on your desktop, if you right click and then you go down to edit widgets right there, what it's going to do is it's loaded in here. So now down over on the left hand side it says Lockera Widgets. I'm going to click on that, and it gives me a whole bunch of different widgets, from calendar apps over here that integrate with your calendar, birthdays, upcoming birthdays. It's going to say days left, so you can display countdowns to your favorite event, display how many days have passed since something. But all these different widgets are really unique. Like this, here's a calculator, for example. And obviously that's a tiny one where you can actually use that right on the screen here. Look at that. So it's really cool. Then over here you have sticky notes, which is really cool because obviously they have these also, but this is just something that you can have multiple sticky notes on the screen like this with these little bubbles. So that's pretty cool. What else is in here? I like this one over here. So if I want to see my disk space that's free in my computer as well, 174 gigabytes right there. I can always have that sitting there. There's other things like Wi-Fi data. You can see how much you're using. Quotes of the day. There's a magic 8-ball too. Let's say you want to decide what to do. You just click on it and it says my reply is no. So if you have a little magic 8-ball, if you're feeling like you don't want to go into work that day, you can see what that says and then you don't go, right? I'm just kidding, right? Anyways, you get the idea. So it's got quotes and stuff. Anyways, I just like it because it's got the calculator, it's got the calendar integration, it's got your space. It's just some different widgets that you've never seen before. I use it every once in a while. It's not, again, game changing, so just wanted to show you. All right, so I hope you like this. I'm going to do these from time to time now because I do have a whole bunch of different apps that I use, and I use them for very specific reasons. They're very small like this, so I just wanted to do 5 here. I'll probably keep them down to 5 to keep these as short as possible, even though I just keep rambling on and we keep going and going. I keep saying it's going to be short, and it never is. Anyways, that's 5 of them. You let me know in the comments, have you heard of these before? Have you not? Do you guys like these kind of videos? And I'll make some more if people like them and people watch them. We'll talk to everybody soon. Peace.